So I just thought I'd jump on today to talk about something that we're all probably familiar with, but we're not overly confident with the power of it. It's something that everyone's got access to. 99% of the world has got access to. Small business owners, it's a crucial element to growing your business and establishing yourself online, and that is mobile marketing. The whole point of mobile marketing and the reason why everyone in the world uses mobile phones and smartphones and any other smart device is because it's convenient, it's easy. It's easy to get content at the tip of your fingers. It's easy to get information from any business in any part of the world just by typing in on Google. So you need to make sure as a small business that you're within that crowd, where you're putting that input in for your business as well. People should be able to find out exactly what they want about your business just by typing in a few words. But obviously, with that, as I've just said, it's accessible everywhere in the world. So therefore, you need to stand out, particularly in your niche. So you need to identify who's your target audience and what kind of content should you be posting. Should you be making the content yourself? How often should you be doing it? Where should you be posting it? TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. The opportunities are limitless, but you need to get to grips with what's engaging, what's working for you, and how you can capitalize on that and maximize your engagement and therefore conversions into sales. Linking back to my other point, because there's so many people using mobile marketing, there's so many people online, it's quite easy to get lost in a sea of content, in a sea of businesses similar to your own, or people doing the same thing. So what I would recommend personally is make a plan early on. You need to identify where you're going with this. Like, even if it's not concrete for now, it doesn't matter. It's just putting those ideas and thoughts down so you can coherently look at it and review it in a month's time and say, right, that didn't work. Who's your target audience? What's your niche? Have you got a niche? All right, yeah, fitness, but is it strength? Is it resistance? Whatever it might be? Is it cooking? Is it cleaning? Is it reading? Whatever it is, iron that out. Who are you trying to target? What are you trying to say? Then it comes down to, well, where is the bulk of your audience? If you really love making TikTok videos, should you be posting on Facebook? Would it hurt to focus on Facebook? Is there anyone else in your field who's posting on Facebook? You need to iron all this kind of stuff out early on. If you make a plan and review that plan, you can always come back to it and say, that didn't work, let's try it again, or let's try it this way. But the only way you can do it is by making notes and being aware of what's going on and what you need to change. I think the key word there is awareness. Be aware all the time of what's going on. One of the other benefits, though, for using mobiles and smartphones for marketing is that we're constantly in the loop. If you follow certain trends and certain news bites in your field, in your industry, you can easily jump on board for those trends now. That's essentially what happens now on platforms such as Instagram and TikTok, is that people jump on trends and there before you know it, they're viral. That's exactly what happens, but it's just following a trend. It's lip syncing to a certain type of song that's trending at the minute and stuff, but you need to make sure that you're well aware of what's going on. There's that key word again, awareness. If you are going to post all the time, you're going to identify what platforms you want. Maybe you decide that you're going to post on Instagram 3 times a week, but you're only going to post on Facebook once a month. If that's the case, great. Make sure you're consistent with it. Don't post on Instagram 3 times a week, but then post on Facebook every 6 months and say, oh, I just forgot about Facebook. There could be 3 people on Facebook that see that post, that like it, share it onto someone else, and that turns into a sale or a conversion. So make sure you're consistent across everything that you do. Some small things that people don't realize, for example, making a Google business account. The amount of businesses that we work with, when we say, can we find out some information about your business? We type in the name on Google and nothing comes up because they haven't spent 10 minutes just to claim that account, and therefore we can't see the reviews, we can't see the location, we can't see the hours, we can't see contact details. All that stuff can be so off-putting for a consumer or a customer when trying to work with a small business. Make sure you get those little things ironed out early on. And I suppose one last thing just to mention about mobile marketing is the use of this thing here, a camera, if you can see it. We've all got one on our phones now. I don't know a phone that hasn't got a camera. You can create content on this. You can create content of yourself. You can create content of other things. You can design things. You can Photoshop things. It's great to start. Don't get me wrong, professional content is always going to give you that professional edge if you're at that stage. But if you're starting out early on, you need to just get out there, and this would be perfect for that. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that small video just about some mobile marketing techniques and stuff, and it's more about just kind of reiterating the basics, to be honest, in that I know some business owners who've made millions and millions of pounds just from the power of a phone, and some people who have made millions and millions of pounds and don't use a phone full stop, but could probably double their revenue by getting involved with one of these things that we've all got in our pockets day to day. But it's a practice. You've got to practice it. You've got to build that skill of using one of these, and it takes a long time, but might as well. Everything's changing all the time. Everything's always developing, so make sure you get on board with it and make sure you at least give it a go in 2022.